Alright, late as fuck. I ain't got no place to go though, you know what I'm saying? Just got out of jail this morning, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't got nowhere to go, so I'm walking. I'm gonna go get some food right now. Try to find somewhere to take a nap. What I was saying, man, I wrote this verse earlier. I didn't like it, so I didn't put it up on my YouTube. But I wrote this verse and one of the things that came to mind, man, it was like, is how drug dealers act, man. Because when I was doing time and shit, I see this, like, it's like this really predatory behavior, you know what I'm saying? Like, a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying, will like really pretend to be someone's friend. Like, hey, homie, I got you. I'll hook you up with this, you know what I'm saying? Hey, here, do this, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And they'll really pretend to be nice, pretend to be someone's friend when really they're just like, all they care about is the money, you know? The only reason they pretend to be someone's friend is so that the drug addict buys drugs from the drug dealer. You feel me? And I was just thinking about like how that's such predatory behavior. You know, I used that line in my verse. I was like thinking about that when I was doing time. How like, damn, they really acting like they're friends. Like the drug dealer really acting like he's friends with the drug addict. You know what I'm saying? When it's like he really don't give a fuck about him. This fool fucking overdoses or catches more time or fucking does some stupid shit. The drug dealer don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He just wants that money. You know, and what is it about that? You feel me? I used to sell some drugs here and there too. I would only sell drugs that I do myself though. You know, so it's like, for me it'd be like, yo, I got this marijuana, there's some good stuff, you know, but I would be smoking it myself. Or you know what I'm saying, whatever. Anything that I was selling is shit that I would be doing myself. You feel me? And like a lot of these people, they'll sell shit that they know they would never take it themselves. They know like, yo, this fucking only stupid people take that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna take it, but they'll make money off of it. And it is what it is. The whole thing that I'm pointing out is just how they pretend to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you think that's stupid, whatever, you gonna fucking make money off stupid people, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I just think it's crazy how they pretend to be a friend. Like, oh, I got you, you know, like they're pretending to be nice. They pretend like they care about the person. They pretend like they're really friends and shit, you know, when really they know that the drug addict acts stupid as fuck. They know the drug, you know what I'm saying? When the drug addict leaves, they're probably talking shit about that drug addict that they just sold drugs to. You know what I'm saying? They're probably laughing at the drug addict with their friends, like, oh, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? But when the drug addict shows up, they're pretending to be friends with them just so they could keep selling their drugs to the drug addict. Why that fucking, like, just such predatory behavior, man, you know? And just taking advantage of people, like this thing about fake love, you know, this thing about pretending to be someone's friend just so you could get their money, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same way, like, I figure someone that acts like that on a normal basis, they probably treat everyone like that. They probably treat women like that, you know what I'm saying? They probably like fucking treat their own family like that, pretending to care about people just so you could get what you want out of them. You really don't give a fuck about them. You don't give a fuck what happens to them, but you pretend to be their friend. You pretend that you care about them just so they give you their money, or just so that they have sex with you, or just so that they fucking, you know, give you what you want, you know. And it's so insincere, it's so fake. It is what it is though. That's how some people live. That's how some people get by. That's how they get their money, all that shit. I just feel like, man, You know, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want to be friends with people like that. I'm not trying to be cool with them. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing, and I'm knowing what's what. You get me? At the same time, man, that's like a drug dealer to a drug addict. You know, on a higher level, it could be like a loan shark giving loans, you know, or selling homes to families, knowing that the family is too stupid to understand what type of contract they're signing. You know what I'm saying? Or knowing that the family doesn't understand that the interest rates is gonna put them into debt forever. But you know what I'm saying? But the loan shark is taking advantage of the family's stupidity, knowing that the family is gonna go into debt and might even lose the property, but the loan shark's still gonna get paid. You feel me? And I feel like that's like a higher level of a drug addict buying, or like a drug dealer selling drugs to a drug addict, you know. And it's just fake love, man. People don't give a fuck about each other. They just pretend to care so they could get money from it. You know, I don't like none of that shit. I stay the fuck away from all that shit.